Rashid Kidwai, you know, what do you make of the latest which has come in? The NC also saying that the seat sharing talks have come to absolutely nothing and the only way now is out, fighting it alone.
It takes two to tango, but the decision of National Conference not to go with the sort of India alliance and particularly so Congress is actually, shocking. It's a kind of a big blow to the Congress in particular, because here is an ally which has been there through most part of through the thick and thin of that post-independent India. The personal rapport between Jawaharlal Nehru and Sheikh Abdullah, personal rapport between Rajiv Gandhi and Farooq Abdullah, and personal rapport between Rahul and Omar Abdullah was it's a matter of some kind of legend. And now you see personal rapport is gone, and they are not even siding in the time of crisis when the opposition needs a person of the stature of Farooq Abdullah in particular. And Preeti, if you look at it in the context of Article 373 and the kind of politics that was there in J&K, I think it's a huge setback. Maybe Kashmir may be a tiny state in terms of electoral terms, but psychologically it tells you a story that the opposition unity is gone for a toss, and that the opposition themselves, a person of the Farooq's stature, doesn't fancy any chance. So he's talking about NDA, so that indicates that even he is willing to go back. Imagine what he had said all these things during, when the state was reduced to a union territory, etc. I mean, it tells a lot about Farooq Saab, but it also tells a lot about, as I said, Congress and opposition.
Well, it tells a lot about Farooq Abdullah and a lot about Congress and opposition. But in midst of all of this, Ashutosh, if you were to look at it, there is really no India alliance as such. There is no JDU, there is no RLD. The Aam Aadmi Party has already made it clear that there is no Punjab in terms of an alliance. Delhi has come on a very tricky seat sharing arrangement, which is still being worked out. And the Aam Aadmi is very happy to do it alone as well. And now you have the NC. And you have leaders within the Congress who are looking to defect to the BJP?
Preeti, three things. First of all, about Farooq Abdullah. I think we all remember that on 11th of February, Farooq Abdullah was called and summoned by the Enforcement Directorate to appear before them. Farooq Abdullah did not appear. And within 2-3 days, you get the message and the news that the Farooq Abdullah has also decided not to go along with the India alliance. So is there any relationship between these two, that ED summoning Farooq Abdullah for interrogation, or Farooq Abdullah saying that he's going alone? Second thing, Ashok Chauhan. The Prime Minister on the floor of the House talked about Adarsh Ghotala. Adarsh Ghotala, how old is this? Everybody knows. What the High Court has given an order, everybody knows. But then within a few hours and few days, Ashok Chauhan decides to cross the line and goes to BJP. Is there any connection between Ashok Chauhan and Adarsh Ghotala and the Prime Minister saying in the ED? I think it's for the public to answer. And now, take the case of Arvind Kejriwal. Arvind Kejriwal, a very staunch supporter of Aam Aadmi Party and India Alliance. Everybody knew that in Punjab, there will be no alliance between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. But suddenly you see a press conference held by Sandeep Pathak, the organization secretary of Aam Aadmi Party, saying that in Delhi, Congress doesn't exist. We'll give only one seat. I know for sure that the negotiation were on, and almost on the 3 seats the Congress was given, but now from 3 to 1. Is there any relationship between now Kejriwal on the court's order has to appear on 17th and 19th? The ED has called them. Has called him.
Ashutosh, but what are you trying to say? You're saying there is a relationship there, or are you just throwing this question out for anyone to guess?
No. I'm just saying, and everybody knows that on 19th of February, Arvind Kejriwal might be arrested, and his two senior colleagues, Manish Sisodia, he's in jail for almost a year, and Sanjay Singh almost for 4 months, and his one of the two colleagues had spent more than a year and a half. Which politician wants to go to jail? Farooq Abdullah at the age of 86 or Ashok Chauhan at the age of 66, who had been a chief minister, both of them, or Arvind Kejriwal wants to go to jail? I leave it to the public to answer the question.
This is all conjecture and speculation, Ashutosh. Ultimately, I'll bring in.
Absolutely not. I'm not.
No, okay, I'll tell you. Where the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, the talks have actually come to a stall, at least with what sources tell us, have come to a stall on the seat of Bharuch. If they give them Bharuch in Gujarat, they're willing to give them 3 in Delhi.
Preeti, I have done enough journalism. I have been an editor, and I don't believe in conjectures. I believe in hard facts. And there is a hard fact.
But your hard facts are open-ended where the answer is concerned. Okay.
Let me complete.
Please.
The Prime Minister Narendra Modi in a public rally in Damoh says 70,000 crore corruption against Ajit Pawar. And after a few days, Ajit Pawar walks up to the BJP, forms an alliance, becomes the deputy CM. These are facts.
Okay. All right. But like I said, you've stated facts and you've led it up to conjecture that why is it happening? Is it the ED there? Having said that, Sanjay Jha, even if it is the ED or not the ED or whatever the reasons that might be, some of them are actually telling us that the Congress is sitting on its high horse and refusing to go beyond in terms of even seat sharing talks. The question is, one by one, the allies have left India. India is no better than just an idea on paper. And where the Congress party is concerned, then you have the likes of Milind Deora, you have the likes of Ashok Chavan. Optics-wise, you have even, Shastri's son, grandson leaving. All of that is coming together.
Preeti, I haven't heard a word of what you've said. I couldn't hear a word of what Rashid or Ashutosh said. So I'm trying to be a genius here and trying to respond to you through lip reading. But the simple answer that I'm assuming that you're asking me is, where is the India alliance headed? In short and simple terms, it has struggled from the very beginning. And I think what is tragic for the India alliance is that it actually raised a lot of hopes. Rashid and Ashutosh and I have been on several programs where we actually felt that there was a reason to have a modicum of optimism, especially when they came up with this very spectacular name called India, which actually forced the BJP government to begin to talk of Bharat and changing the name of the country. There was a period during the political narrative when India actually was on the front foot. And, there was an expectation about the December election results. Karnataka was in the bag. Rahul Gandhi's yatra had been successful. And the alliance seemed to be cobbling itself well. But nobody can deny, and I've been one of the biggest advocates for an opposition resurgence. I'm still going to hope, a wild hope, that even now Narendra Modi and the BJP are defeated in 2024. I know everybody will say, well, that's wishful thinking, but you never know. The truth is that the India Alliance leadership has not delivered. And although I'm a huge Congress supporter, I believe, Preeti, the Congress party had to really demonstrate a very mature and a visionary political leadership. In letting Nitish Kumar go, I think they actually let the house of cards collapse, because Nitish curated the alliance. Nitish wanted the alliance to work.